Greetings and salutations. This is Jeff, the hubby of Sugar, and she has graciously allowed me the opportunity to tell you my first impressions of an anime that recently completed during the summer, Made in Abyss. In a season full of ongoing series like the dub of Hunter x Hunter, My Hero Academia Season 2, and Season 2 of Attack on Titan, this could have been the death knell for any new series. Thankfully, it seems that Made in Abyss was not forgotten by the community, as my anime list does have it rated at a solid 8.85 thus far. To give a short synopsis of what the anime is actually about without any spoilers, a large cavern has appeared, or has at least been discovered on the planet, that seemingly goes into the earth so deep that humanity has yet to see the bottom. We have set up what are essentially towns and countries around the peak of the mountain where this cavern starts, with the hopes of examining the abyss and bringing up valuables. The anime quickly shows us that alien technology and amazing valuables to science and beyond are in this abyss, but the alien nature takes a huge toll on the human body, and odd creatures and bizarre natural elements make it difficult to explore. Made in Abyss presents itself as a juxtaposition between a rather saccharine animation style to showcase our characters against a beautiful world akin to a Studio Ghibli film. This is counterbalanced by creature works and world building for the Abyss that is inspired by Lovecraftian concepts, something, akin to Cthulhu. This mix of beauty and a low-grade horror, I would say, works to leave you feeling both mesmerized by the beauty, yet unsettled by the promise of the things yet to come. It is gorgeous to behold and does a great job of keeping you glued to the screen, eager to see what the animators will create next. The audio is similarly structured, as the vast majority of our protagonists are innocent children who speak in a very positive, inspired way. This is run parallel to the turmoil of the creatures and environments that exist within the Abyss. Again, the creators have done an excellent job of subverting our expectations with cheerful, saccharine sounds in the cityscapes, while really ratcheting up the tension and fear when we see further into the Abyss itself. Without spoiling anything within the series thus far, the amount of lore and world building that has been done is honestly astounding. By the end of the second episode, we understand why our main character is so enamored with the Abyss despite the inherent dangers of exploring it, the intense and almost assured death that the divers face, and what this society on Earth is like as they become enamored with this alien structure. Competition between cities and countries is fierce, and orphaned children are indentured into becoming divers, regardless of their own desires, almost brainwashed into wanting nothing more. This is just the norm within the world itself, and ideally as we continue on, we will see what that means to this cityscape, the countryscape, and the world that surrounds the Abyss. This anime is rated R, which means that the content will continue to become darker as the series progresses. As the series sheds away from the safety of the surface and delves into the terror of the unknown abyss, I can't help but be mesmerized by the stunning and horrifying beauty, reminiscent of the Alien franchise of films. Starting off relatively tame only helps to lower your guard for what I assume will be the disturbing reality of what lurks in the depths, and I cannot wait to see more of what awaits me. The only negative that I can really point to thus far is the treatment of our protagonists, who, as I said before, are children, and that will leave some people feeling uncomfortable, as they are raised in an orphanage that believes in an antiquated form of discipline. While I feel this ultimately builds the world, and fits the narrative that the series is trying to employ, it will leave some people feeling too uncomfortable to continue. Remember, this is a world where divers are expected to work essentially until they die, and so showing the children a little bit of a harsher penalty towards not following the rules is perhaps setting them up to be able to deal with that world, but it will still leave some people very uncomfortable to the point of not continuing to watch. I look forward to seeing further down the rabbit hole, so to speak. Sugar and I will let you know our final verdict on the series when we complete Made in Abyss. I think that we'll probably have a joint podcast on it. I'm wondering if you've seen the series thus far. I know that it just completed. Some may have been watching it episode by episode. This seemed like something that we would like to perhaps binge watch a little bit as opposed to watching episode by episode. Now that it's complete, we'll definitely take the opportunity to do so. So have you seen the series yet? Does this impressions video make you want to see more of it? Let Sugar know in the comments below. Thank you so much for your time.